Folks, today I would like to talk to you regarding one of the comments that I received from one of my Tamil viewers. Basically, he said that sometimes I talk to folks regarding what I realized. I guess it is about spiritual matters. And the folks I talked to, he said, appear to be understanding, but I realize that they are very cunning, and this hurts me. And I seem to be get hurt not only in such matters, but in ordinary life also. Basically, he said, I make choices in life, but some of the choices bring happiness, some of the choices bring unhappiness, pain. I seem to be get caught in between the two, and he didn't ask, but he implied, what do I do? I'm sure most of us are in the same boat. And some of us turn to God, whatever religion you belong to, and we meditate. We read a lot about that God, spiritual life, spiritual teachers, and so on. And we seem to reach to a stage where that we have put all the responsibility on that God. And sometimes it works out, most of the time, life is still painful. We basically what happens is whenever we like something, either physical life, waking state, or in the mental life, or both, we like something and we do not like something. When we like something, we attach some of our energy to that thing that we like most. Stronger we like, more energy we attach to that like. And when we don't like something, we also spend some of our energy on that in the form of negative energy. We dislike, our energy is spent as like disliking energy on that, on such things that we don't like. Soon, I mean, this happens right from the first day of our life, if you have noticed. Even at the very early age of our childhood, this happens. Though child may not be aware of it. So basically what happens is that after some time, all these things on which we spent either the positive energy of liking or negative energy of disliking, all these things rule us. We become slave of all these things around us. And at some point, we don't seem to be able to change anything. Some changes we can make, but mostly when we try to change the things that we like, we get hurt. We try to like certain things that we don't like, that also hurts. What do we do? Now, I'm not sure whether you noticed that I was in the same or similar situation when I was living a life before my first spiritual experience. I was suffering mentally, physically, and I was unable to get any solution by reading any of the spiritual books. I also don't have any, I didn't have any solution to why people all around me were suffering like me, as if this whole life is like a battleground and I got hurt from everywhere. Then, as you all know, and I've told this many times, I just rejected all these things and rejected all the gods and everything that I learned, every way of life that I learned from my parents, from my books, from my friends, from everybody, and said, if there is anything like God, that God should come and tell me all about it so that I understand all this human life and also specifically my life. At that time, I told you that this after some time, after a few days, my seventh chakra, the top of the head, was opened, and I received that. I experienced that golden light entering into myself. So now, that's what I call choiceless state, the state of utter choicelessness. You may do it in your own way. It doesn't have to be the same way that it happened to me. But at some point, you'll reach a point where you have no choice. You totally become choiceless. At that time, what happens? The I-ness shifts from both physical level, body level, and the mental level, and reach a stage where something totally new, unexpected happens. After that happens, there are some sources which you have never explored. All these sources, either directly from some spiritual experience or from other sources, change you totally. You don't realize that. You may think that you are living a normal life, but slowly, slowly, all the ignorances of that I gets dissolved. After that, something bigger, unknown takes over. Still, there may be events which hurt you, both at a physical level and mental level, but they seem to be wiped out very soon. Sometimes you may be afraid of something, and that fear also gets wiped out. You live a life which is not possible to be explained. Only you know what is happening around you. Nobody else can understand that. Compare this choiceless state to another way of living. Most of the time, what people do when there are life events, both at the physical level and the mental level, that hurt you, they become stronger and stronger. They seem to be gathering a lot of willpower in them. They want to destroy everything around them. They want to dominate. Very good example of this is Hitler. I know that there are lots of very powerful people ruling powerful countries around this time. They are in the same boat. Basically, whenever somebody hurts them, they seem to be getting more power. And they do everything to get more and more power. You know what happens to Hitler. Similar things have happened to all the rulers sometime or other in their life. They get destroyed, or they realize that they no longer sustain this power and they succumb to fear and so on. Sometimes they live to the end of their life. Some kings, for example, they lived till the end of their life with glory, a lot of power. But still, at the time of death, they go through a lot of pain. They are afraid that what will happen to their empire and power that they are trying to transfer to another person, son or daughter or whatever. Already talked to you about those people who worship God. They try to put every energy on that God. They spend all their energy. They say that I'm nothing. That God that they're worshipping is everything. And that God will take care. And that also doesn't work. So, if you seriously analyze your life, you will understand at some point in your life, the state of being choiceless is the gateway to heaven. And that gateway opens when you least expected such an event. Afterwards, life is extremely, extremely happy. Happy not in the sense of normal happiness. It is something beyond that. I would like to call that as love, the state of total love. The energy, you are surrounded by that energy of love. And that is really heaven in this world. Think about this, and your life may change. That's what I want to talk to you folks today. I'll talk to you soon on another important topic.